Celtic Cross Tarot. You can use these general readings however you need to, whenever you like. So what do the cards want to tell you? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Granny B. The first thing I want to do is thank all of you for the huge outpouring of support over the last couple of weeks. You are all amazing and I love every single one of you. Thank you. You all contribute so much with this beautiful energy that I get when I'm reading for you. It's so incredibly uplifting. In today's pick a card tarot reading, it isn't a pick a card tarot reading, it's a pick a deck reading. I'm using 3 different decks to do 3 Celtic Cross readings for you, just as I used to do them for clients that were sitting in front of me. And the only real difference is that when I used to read for a client, this would be the start of the reading, the jump off point that would let us see the big picture, and then we would dig in deeper to specific questions. Now, we can't really do that here, so they're still very general readings. There'll be parts of each reading that are intended as message for others who are watching, parts that will be relevant for you, and parts that tap into the collective energy. I've got 3 decks of cards here for you to choose from. Group 1 is the Everyday Witch Tarot, Group 2 is the Good Tarot, and Group 3 is the Spellcaster Tarot. I'm going to try and be as specific as possible here so that you can use the readings to ask questions, get a general read, or use the information in whatever way is going to give you the best answers. And as always, my focus will be on the law of attraction, using it to manifest positively in our lives. Any extra information you might need is down in the description box below, and I'm going to pull a crystal card for each pile to act as the significator for each group, which is the card that represents you as the querent, the one who's asking the question. I'll be pulling that from Crystals the Stone deck. As usual, I'll give you the name of the crystal here, and I'll read you the interpretations when we get into the reading. Here we go. 1. Crystal card group 1, Magnesite. And I have crystal card. Straight away it jumped out. Crystal card for group 2 is Aragonite. Crystal card group 3. Crystal card for group 3, Chrysocolla. Now then, take a nice deep cleansing breath and then pick the deck or the crystal that you are most drawn to. And then you can go down to the description box or the pinned comment and click on the timestamp there. That will take you directly to the start of that reading. 1 is the Everyday Witch with Magnesite. 2 is the Good Tarot with Aragonite. Group 3, the Spellcaster Chrysocolla. Group 1, hello, welcome to your reading. Remember, it's a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Crystal card is Magnesite. What it is, heady magnesite is a magnesium carbonate crystal that ranges in colour from clear to porcelain white to off pink to sepia toned. Its sometimes grooved brain-like appearance mimics its cerebral energy. Who needs it? Intellectuals, Aquarians, where to put it? Wherever you go to quiet the mind or wake it, the bleep up. When to use it? When you're just too smart for your own good, when you're completely lost in your thoughts or they're running wild, dragging you behind them. Remember, your mind is a powerful thing. You rule it or it rules you. Meditate every day and show it who's boss with Magnesite. And the mantra is get your mind right. Okay. The first card is the card that's covering you, your current circumstances. It's the Five of Pentacles. You feel as if you've been left out in the cold. Money's been tight, and I feel like it's been that way for a while. You're managing, but it's tough, and really you want a break. The stress could be affecting your health as well. This is also the card of a lingering sense of lack that sabotages you from manifesting that sun we see up there. This is also the fear of something being taken from you, that you may lose something precious to you, and added stress that comes out of that fear. There's hope in this card. The energy of the reading is moving you out of this energy. I can see that straight away. Look at all of these positive cards. This is a blip, an anomaly. Card 2, what's crossing you, and it's the Hierophant. It's odd. I look at these two cards together, and I immediately feel that they've come out the wrong way round, that this should be the covering cards and the Five of Pentacles the crossing. And perhaps that's what the reading's trying to get you to do. Here, you want to get into this calm, connective, meditative state and pass that serene energy on to the people around you. But the circumstances that you're in are making that very difficult to achieve. This stress, these worries, are making it impossible for you to get into your spiritual practice and stick with it. And it feels as if meditation and manifestation techniques aren't bringing you the comfort that they normally would. Card 3, what's behind you, the circumstances that you're moving away from. The Three of Cups, sisterhood, working in harmony with divine feminine energy. You're missing this creative collaboration, this partnership, friendship, teamwork, nostalgia for a celebration. It's almost wistful. Here there was a common goal, a creative outlet that could be part of this feeling that something's missing, lacking. I feel that you need the support of your friends to get you through this stress. And you've been keeping the worries to yourself and putting a brave face on them, and that's left you even more isolated because your friends know that something's up and that you're not sharing your trouble. In a way, you've shut them out. Card 4, before you, what's in the immediate future. Ace of Swords is the manifestation of clarity, and it's a good card to have here. You know that if you get your head together by meditating, going back into your spiritual practice and making that be a priority, then the stress that you've been under won't be as overwhelming, and you'll begin to be able to manifest your way out of it and see the abundance that you're actively intending for start to come in. Time to start a new project, set new intentions. Although I'm not knocking what you've set by any means, what you get here is the motivation to act on the nudges sent by the universe to take the inspired action. This is the clarity that you get when you're able to tune in. Card 5, what's crowning you? Goals or intentions set, what you're actively working towards, the sun, which is beautiful. The intention you've set is abundance, joy, freedom, success, and it's beautifully general. You can get here from your current circumstances if you take the advice of the challenges card. It's definitely within reach in this energy. This is all the pure joy of the complete connection with your inner self, higher self, spirit, the cosmos, universe, whatever you want to call it. That deep positivity that opens the avalanche of abundance. Getting your get up and go back, not feeling like you're trudging along making no headway, but feeling like you're dancing along, enjoying every last thing that you flow in. Card 6, beneath you, what you are unconsciously building on or towards. And it's the Two of Cups, which is another good intention. This is soulmate energy. That one special relationship or friend or primary partner, could even be a business partner or a creative co-conspirator, co-creator. Deep down, you want the relationship. It doesn't have to be flowers and roses and champagne and sunsets, but it does need to be that lovely, equal and opposite balance of love and attraction and two souls gelling together. There's another little part of the lack. Very difficult to act as if you have this when it's not there in your life. Focus on this other intention, this sun energy, and you can flow in the relationship too. Card 7, which is your influence. 8 of Swords. False evidence appearing real. Again, being so bound up in the worries and the fears, like in the 5 of Pentacles, that you just can't see clearly. Negative thought loops that you just don't have the time and the clarity to meditate your way out of. You can't see the infinite ways in which the universe could flow this sun energy into you. And you're trying to effort your way out of the stress, plodding along in the snow, ignoring the light from the window and the help that these friends would offer you, have offered you, these friends. There's unconditional support there, backed up by the Knight of Pentacles. You need the new perspective promised in the Ace of Swords. And again, this reading is telling me that you can get there. It's more than possible. Card 8, which is the outside influences, and it's the Knight of Pentacles. As I say, other people are offering you support. Yeah, there is an element of simply shouldering the task at hand and getting it done that can't be escaped here. And that's the energy. Eat the elephant a bite at a time. Do one thing at a time. Get help with one part at a time. The difference between this card and the 8 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles is that here, in this, there is success. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving of the knights, but he gets his tasks done. He finishes what he started. His is the inevitable good outcome. The pentacle is already his, and he knows it. That's the pentacle that represents the manifestation of abundance, which is the intention that you've set. Card 9, Hopes and Fears. It's the King of Cups, and I asked for clarification here because it's an important card in the layout, this Hopes and Fears space. I asked if this was a person or a process. What did we get? Got the 4 of Summer, 6 of Winter, and Awakening. This tells me that this represents a process, and I'll explain that in a minute. Okay. The King of Cups represents the mastery of emotion. When the divine masculine energy is completely at ease, flowing divine feminine, which here I think refers to the fears that have been holding your energy down. Swords. The sort of mastery that allows you to have step 1 moments without throwing you into this energy and freezing you. Tapping into the deep peace of the Hierophant, the structure and the familiarity of your chosen spiritual path and teachings. You can do the things that have to be done, the Knight of Pentacle tasks, without being frozen by your fears. And you can flow this piece in while you do it. We take the Fairy Tarot advice at face value. We've got the 4 of Summer, being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, which is also very Five of Pentacles energy, and discontentment with life, I beg your pardon. And then the Six of Winter. Positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, travelling or relocating. But the Six of Winter is moving from troubled times towards smoother times. It's taking the divine feminine and the divine masculine and the inner child in a boat and moving them out of one energy towards another. And you can see how this whole reading is that, really. Awakening. Remember the Ace of Swords. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in the action. You can see how this fits. It tells me the King of Cups is the process. What the universe is intending for you to master is the emotions, so that you can release the fears. And then card 10, which is the outcome. And it's the Two of Wands. Having lifted yourself out of that negative brain loop, you can start to plan ahead in this positive energy. You may not be ready to move forward yet. You're still in the Knight of Pentacles energy, an energy that feels a little bit imposed on you by outside circumstance, but it is no longer stressing you out. Your reaction to it has changed. You've changed your perspective on it. You're no longer afraid that you'll be stuck there. The energy here is far more open and optimistic, with long-term plans and ideas being made. The inspired action, the Ace of Swords there, is bound to pop in. It can't help but do so in this energy. And the best outcome is the intention that you set there, the Sun energy, just waiting for you to allow it in. Definitely a step closer. The passion's coming back, the energy, the joy. You're opening doors, not plodding past them, not seeing them. All because of that shift in perspective. Group 1, that is a solid step in the right direction, and it's very definitely positive. If you liked the reading, please give it a thumbs up, which is the best thank you could possibly give me. So thank you. And while you're here, subscribe to the channel so that you get a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. I'm moving on to group 2 now, so sending all my healing love and blessing to you and your love. Bye now. Group 2, hello, welcome to your reading. Remember, it's a general reading, so take what resonates. Your crystal card, Aragonite. What it is, like iron patterned flowers forged by tiny hammers, Aragonite forms in geometric bursts called star clusters. It also occurs in the exoskeleton of stony corals and in the shells of most mollusks, protecting the squishy and fishy inside. Who needs it? Anyone feeling out of alignment, in need of a major reset. Where to put it? Meditation cushion adjacent. When to use it? When it's time to retreat to your shell or step out of it. If you want to be square with the outside world, first you've got to get square with your inside world. Call on Aragonite to help set a healthy, sustainable balance. And the mantra is find your center. Get into the reading. So, card 1, covering you, is Messenger of Fire. So, wow, you're an unstoppable force of nature looking for a new adventure, wanting to innovate and create and co-create. This card tells me that if you trust in your vision, don't let fear hold you back and allow and flow in this energy. There's pretty much nothing that you can't accomplish. Yes, you're still learning. The energy is youthful but not naive. Childlike but not childish. It's good energy at core. Trust that you do have inner wisdom and that you are guided. Listen to that guidance and remember that sometimes the universe speaks through unexpected sources. Card 2, crossing you, the challenge, 2 of air. It's a stalemate. Everything came to a screeching halt due to outside circumstances. There's a decision to make here, but you can't see clearly in either direction, and it's driving you nuts. Your messenger of air energy wants to blaze a trail forward, but this card tells me that there is no rush. That if you relax and stop trying to shove your way forward, relax and allow, the solution will come. You don't have all the information that you need yet, and until you do, you're just going to have to take that time out. React to it by playing, doing things that make you smile, indulge that childlike side. If you can do nothing, then do nothing in style. Card 3. Behind you, the circumstances that you're moving away from. Patience. This is you throwing things at the screen when I told you to take time out and play. I've done that, still ain't moving. The universe isn't saying no, it's saying not yet. You can't get there from here yet, but you will be able to. The feeling I'm getting is that you're getting to the point where you're so fed up with the stalemate that you may do something silly, go to extreme or excess, and it's not going to help. And in fact, may well hold you back. Hang in there. Be patient a wee while longer. Card 4 is what's before you in the immediate future. 9 of Earth. Reliable resources. If you wait, disciplined and patient, then solid resources are coming in for you. Use them wisely, because that pays dividends in your ability to be this self-sufficient energy. You need this to get your solid foundations under you so that you can do all of these wonderful things that you intend to do. And without that, you'll crash and burn. So be patient, stick to the program, stick to the plan. You have to follow conventional routes until you get to the point that you're able to blaze ahead without burning your bridges as you go. Card 5, crowning you. Goals or intentions set, what you're actively working towards. 8 of Fire. So more than anything, you want things to move. You can see it all so clearly, and you want to be in the position of being able to meet roadrunner your way forward. You really are energized by that forward motion. New experiences, new horizons, new adventures. And the universe seems to be slapping you with hurry up and wait. I get the frustration, but at least in part, that frustration is what's holding you in place. Card 6. Beneath you. What are you unconsciously building on or towards? The Tower. This is what happens when frustration meets insecure foundations. Moving forward without the solidity of the resources in the 9 of Pentacles means that your tower is the house built on sand. It just can't take the energy of your enthusiasm. A good dose of you can't get to the 8 of Wands in the energy of frustration. You have to wait until all the resources are in place. It could be a paradigm shift, a sudden upheaval that lets you see the truth. As far as I can see in this energy, the truth is that you don't need a tower moment here. That you're only going to trigger it if you go too far, too fast, without waiting for the resources that you need to be in place. Card 7. Your influence. Oh man, you got this. You have so much good karma that you've put out, and most of it seems to be about to flow back into you in one huge lump and break this stalemate. If you can get out of this frustration into allowing. I just got an image of a whole load of people trying to give you stuff from the universe, and you just sitting there with smoke coming out of your ears, ignoring them. The universe will show you how generous it can be. There's a gift on its way that will change things. Until then, allow, flow out gratitude. It turns up for you exactly when you need it. And it is Just when you're beginning to doubt that it will, suddenly tower light, bang, in it comes. Card 8 is outside influences. King of Earth. The stable, solid, responsible master of material manifestation that feels like an authority figure. Someone who you are resisting, that which we resist persists. Trying to beat this person or institution is like an ant battering a monolith. It's just going to backfire. This person or institution, yeah, I get that energy. It has some of the resources that you need. You have to show that you're in that solid, competent, stable, committed Knight of Pentacles energy to impress the King of Earth. Here in this energy, working with this energy, you can manifest what you need, want, intend to have. Card 9 is Hopes and Fears. 8 of Earth. It's a good card. It's honing your skills, getting good enough to impress, practice making perfect, serving your apprenticeship, because there's no shortcuts here. Shortcuts build your tower on sand. The only way to get to the level of competence that you would like to be at is to put the work in, be the cheerful, optimistic, outgoing person that you are, knuckle down and get the practice in. That's not what you want to hear, though. Learn the basics, build on them layer by layer. You have to know how it has always been done in order to be able to bend the rules in your new ways. Learn from the mistakes that other people made in the past. Don't be doomed to repeat history because you haven't learned from it. Sometimes the older folk are wiser because they have been where you are now and made the same mistakes that could bring that tower down on you. Card 10. Outcome. Chariot. Success. If you follow the advice here. There's a nasty old bump in the road that you'll hit full on if you go herring off with fewer resources than you need. If you stay in the patience that you managed back there, get the learning under your belt, then you come out of it with both the momentum that you were intending for and success on top of it. The Chariot tells me that you have head and heart in balance here, pulling in the same direction. Yes, you may have to be bored for a little while, but in the long term, the practice that you put in that patient energy is what allows you to get to the point where you can get the success. Group 2 Roadrunner is the one you want to be like, not the Coyote. No road bumps for you. Stay focused on the learning at hand. If you enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up so that YouTube knows you likes it and shares it with more people. Comment below with anything that resonated for you. While you're here, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so that you get a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. And I'm moving on to Group 3 now, so until next time, Group 2, I'm sending you all my healing love and blessings. Bye now. Group 3. Hello, welcome to your reading. Remember, it's a general reading, so take what resonates with you and just leave the rest be. And your crystal card is Chrysocolla. What it is, Chrysocolla forms near copper ore deposits, hence its wavery blue-green swirls left behind by the oxidized metal. Like other materials associated with copper, think telephone wires, Chrysocolla opens up channels of clear communication. Who needs it? Anyone entangled in the 24/7 fear cycle propagated by the political media complex. Those who can never find the right words, where to put it. Hold it to your high heart and breathe. When to use it, when you feel small and vulnerable and are looking for someone to parent you. But then you remember that you are a grown-up, but it's cool because you totally got this. And the mantra is, be your own mama. Get into the reading. Card 1, covering you. Your present circumstance. Star. You're not just seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, you're walking into it and it feels really good. The hardest challenges that you've faced are over right now. You have hope back and you can see some things starting to ease beginning to get better. Finally, you can get some peace, some tranquility, some ease back, and actually more than you had before it all went bang. Everything is possible right now. And remember, that is always the case, even when you're in the middle of the most negative times. Not just anything being possible, everything being possible. Right now is the time to rediscover a sense of purpose. Find what inspires you. What do you want to do or be or have? What intentions do you want to set? Perfect time to create a vision board. Do it from scratch. You can have more than one. Card 2. What's crossing you? The challenge. It's the devil. This is you feeling held back or trapped by circumstances, by challenges. The fact that it's fallen here tells me that this is absolutely 100% not objectively true. As my darling mum told me as a child, feelings are not a reliable guide to reality. Feelings aren't a reaction in the present moment. The feeling is the guide to what you're manifesting, and the feeling is the first manifestation. To get yourself out of this, change the feeling first. The traditional keywords for this card is the illusion of being trapped. This is the shadow self, which I describe as the self that is that negative voice in your head. It's the voice in your head that makes you believe it's you. It's also totally not true. You wouldn't put up with somebody talking to a friend that way, the way that negative inner voice talks to you. So don't put up with it inside your own head. The only thing that is worth putting effort into is the effort to feel better in and of yourself without needing anything to make that happen. Card 3, circumstances that you're moving away from. This is what's behind you. Wheel of Fortune. It was an upturn in your circumstances that dropped you into this star energy. And yet you don't trust it, the devil in the details. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. And honestly, if you take this upturn in your circumstances as being a blip in an otherwise unlucky life, that's what you'll get. Here are good circumstances, synchronicities, an upturn in luck that's brought you into that light at the end of the tunnel. A sudden shift for the better. Yet here you are with the illusion that good things that happen for you never last, and the wheel will turn again and your luck will change. Stop it. 4. What's for you in the immediate future? Page of Pentacles. A new beginning in your career, money prospects, health, wealth, and wisdom. I heard a lesson learned so that you can build from it. Tapping in, tuning in, turning on to your ability to manifest in the material world. Knowing that this is a side effect of spiritual growth. That it's perfectly possible to be a spiritual being having a rich and abundant human experience, and that is your birthright as a child of the universe. Focused attention in the right direction, flowing inspired action that manifests it all in for you. Look for the next right step, the next thing to do that feels positive, feels right. And this is you having the motivation to take the inspired action that flows the abundance in. Card 5, grounding you. Goals or intentions set, what you're actively working towards. 8 of Cups. The end of a chapter, a page turned, a new chapter started. No regrets, no fallout. The feeling you get when you move on from a job to do something different, or switch courses to learn something different, or change trains to continue a journey. There may be a feeling of disappointment that what you're leaving behind hasn't lived up to your expectations, and that's why you want this chapter to end. My only question for you is, why do you not expect more than this? Why is your intention not to go from this into something better? You've got the universe at your back. Why not set your aims a little higher? Card 6. Beneath you, what are you unconsciously building on or toward? 2 of Wands. How is not your job. Remember that. This is an underlying message here. Part of what has you feeling trapped in that devil energy is that you can't work out how anything better than a sideways shift, a lane change, can possibly come in for you. You aren't there yet. Your energy still has to shift to the point where you can see that you do have the world in your hands and that you're not really constrained. In the energy that you're in right now, you've still got this illusion of being trapped. What the little bird is telling you is that you are as free as a bird. Look outwards. Let your energy be expansive. Don't trap the universe's ability to plop you into bigger and better things that have just happened for you by manifesting your own stuckness. Card 7, your influence. The Ace of Pentacles, the manifestation of abundance, the manifestation of material things generally. You are in complete control of this. You have the ability, you have the key to it all. You are one of the I haves, not one of the I wants. The difference, the I haves say, I am where I am, and that's okay. It's neither good nor bad. It just is right now where I'm starting from. That's the attitude of this ace. And that, and taking 100% responsibility for wherever your feet have landed in this present moment. I am where I am, and that's okay, and I did this. No judgment here, just accepting that where you are is okay, or neutral if you prefer that word, although that feels a little like judgment creeping back in. Card 8, your outside influences. The people around you are basically giving you the same advice as I gave you in that 2 of Wands there. They see you with your horizons open wide up and having the ability to fly free. They are encouraging you to get out of your comfort zone, set stretch goals. A female voice just said that, and I don't usually hear gender. That was odd. Set stretch goals. You can see the obstacles ahead here, and you're prepared. You know what you're facing, and you know you have the tools to sort them out. The only thing that's holding you back is your own self-doubt. Card 9, hopes and fears. And because it's an important placement in the spread and I got a court card, I asked the Angel Tarot to tell me if this was a process or a person. And these cards tell me that it's both. Got the 6 of Earth and the Page of Water there. Firstly, this is your energy, the energy that you're intending to flow. That's what you hope for, the ultimate outcome dependent on you getting into this energy, this headspace. Look at this beautiful divine feminine energy in their power on their throne. I love how they've turned the pentacle from the ace into gold, transmuted that potential, made it their own. The squirrel energy is still there, but it's not distracting them. They are nurturing, practical, have a great head for money matters, business acumen. The process that you're going through is dropping the fear that keeps you from stepping into this energy completely. It is a part of who you are. And the relationship that's beginning for you with this Page of Water is a better connection between you and your higher self. I am not ruling out the possibility that this could be a new phase in a relationship or a new relationship with other people or another person, because a deeper connection between me, myself, and I allows the energy to flow out in a more positive way so that we can connect to other people in higher vibration. The person that you're becoming is the spiritually grounded, ethical business person that can flow out the abundance at the same rate as it flows in. 6 of Earth here, foreshadowing itself as the outcome. This is a key message. Money and other good material things flow into you when you get to the point where you know that you are worthy, that you give of your true self in integrity, and that you deserve to be given the rewards that you have earned. I'll read you the cards. Six of Earth, gifts of money, time or effort. New career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. Page of Water, a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. And card 10, the outcome card. Six of Pentacles. Matching the Six of Earth there. Immediately I'm hearing balance, that the spiritual and material is going hand in hand for you. Again, you give of your true self freely. You share your time, your voice. You hold space for those who can't hold it for themselves. You have an important role to play. And as a result of you stepping into that, your material circumstances are shifting. If you are being offered help that you feel is too much, that someone is being too generous, don't doubt that this is the universe giving you what you need, and that you'll pay it forward later. It isn't in your nature not to, and the universe will also pay it back to the people who are giving you that boost, holding their hand up for you to fly from. That lovely image on the Three of Wands. Group 3, things are truly on the up for you. You can trust it. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up and comment below with anything that resonated for you. If you haven't already, then subscribe to the channel so that you know whenever I upload another pick a card reading like this one. That's it for me for this timeless reading. Until next time, I'm sending you and your loved ones all my healing love and blessing. Bye now.